Well, I'm glad to congregate with you online today. And I don't know whether you're tuning in the morning or lunch break, coffee break, afternoon, or evening after work or just before bed or whatever. But I have made an executive decision to focus on morning today. And tomorrow I'm going to focus on evening. And because I don't know, it's become kind of a rhythm in my life. So sometimes when usually every day when Barb and I gather for breakfast after we have gotten up early for our reading and devotional rhythm, just about always something comes to my mind about a song or something about the morning, such as Lamentations 3:23. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercy never comes to an end. They are new every morning, new every morning, new every morning. Great is his faithfulness. And of course, Jesus, oftentimes in the four Gospels, in the various readings in the four Gospels, we see Jesus sometimes retreating to get away from the crowds. And sometimes it says specifically that he goes to a place where he can pray in some solitary place, perhaps on a hilltop or in a garden or other places, or early in the morning before the sun rises. He gets up to be in a place where he can listen, where he can love on the Father, and where he can be guided, and so on, where he can be energized, because in that space and in that time that he gives to the Father, strength flows into his person for what is ahead during the day. The psalmist in the early Psalms, Psalm 3 and Psalm 5, in my reading of the Psalms, I came across a couple verses about the morning. And I don't know what your particular sort of regimen is for devotions, but Psalm 3 verse 5 says, I lay down and slept, I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. And so it's like he's saying, thank you, Lord, that you kept me safe during the night, and now I can greet this new day and walk through it with you, that you will sustain me in this day as you've taken care of me during the night. And in chapter 4, verse 5, there is a similar verse. In peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. And so, verse 3 of chapter 4, I think I'm going to make some comments on tomorrow. But for today, the morning is the thing that my mind is focused on. So in the morning, we can get up along with the psalmist. We can say, thank you, Lord, for keeping me through the night. Even as Psalm 91 and Psalm 121 and others say that he neither slumbers nor sleeps. He who keeps Israel does not slumber. He does not go to bed and close his eyes and become unconscious and is essentially not accomplishing a thing, even though we know that the rest, in fact, is recreating and empowering the rest that we have in sleep. But he's saying, thank you, Lord, that when I am helpless and asleep, you are the watchman who takes care of me. We can actually pray for God's good angels to watch over our property, to watch over our loved ones, to watch over both their property and their souls. Because, of course, we care about the spiritual progress, the spiritual vitality of our children to the third and fourth generation. The psalmist says as he meets the morning, I'll keep the Lord always before me. I keep the Lord always before me. He's talking about the day. Because he is at my right hand, I will not be moved. And of course, the verse from Psalm 104 that refers to Jesus' resurrection in the minds of God's people. This is the day the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. So I hope that you will have a very blessed day today, and that you will choose to rejoice in the Lord, focus on Him, and keep the Lord always before you. So, and may the Lord bless your meditations and your witness to others.